done to the guys there on stage, Eddie, you and Craig. We're going to be going talking to them a little bit later on. But first, let's put all the pressure on one of our lecturers. Hello, Tomas. Hello. Tomas is one of the lecturers here at LIT. And Tomas, what do you actually teach to us?
I'm teaching you audio production and audio post-production and location sound.
And location sound
comes first, I suppose.
So there's a lot of sound that we set up here this morning already. So it wasn't just made 5 minutes ago, hence why we're a little bit late.
Yeah, well, there's a week of planning in this, and then all the equipment is in use because we're running a music festival. So every single PA in the building is in use. How many PAs did we go through this morning?
Too many.
Yeah. So we had a lot of trouble getting equipment to work because we're just stretched. We're stretched. Everything's being used, which is great.
And the funny thing is, because it is Music Week, Pat, who owns the store there, well, kind of owns the store. He runs the store here in Block 15. There's not a thing left because it's all gone on to Millennium. Yeah. All this week for the Music Week festival, there is live sessions happening out there every day. And I know you weren't part of organising it this year, but you were part of it in the previous years. So you do realise there is a lot of hard work goes into it. That's why you stepped away from it.
I was teaching the live sound front of house part of things, so we've got a seriously good PA system there. Like any student coming to LIT is getting experiences you're not going to get in any other college. We've got a 300-seater theatre with a line array and full backline available. So there's nothing you can't do for a show there. Lighting as well. I don't know anything about lights, so.
You're the sound technician when it comes to all that. And it's going to be a great, crazy week. We know John Balker is going to be here doing some drumming workshops during the week. There's live Millennium sessions, as I said already. There's also some things, lunchtime gigs happening every day in LIT. It's a great week. Is there anything you're actually looking forward to? I know you don't. You're actually kind of in the dark when it comes to this.
Well, I was looking forward to this because we haven't done like a live broadcast in this way with 3 cameras and a lot of microphone sources. So it was an interesting experience this morning.
I'm going to ask you a crazy question. You had a test for your first years this morning on about all the microphones. Can you name off all the microphones you had here?
I'm just going to bore the pants off people.
No, okay. There was 8. I thought there was 8, but anyways. Thanks to Tomas. Anyway, that was just a little bit of a rundown what's happening here for LIT Music Week. And do check them out on Facebook, on Twitter as well. You can find out everything. What we're going to do next, we're going to go back to the stage to the guys. They're going to do one more performance for us. And then we're going to have a chat about them because they're doing kind of a tribal mixture with the instrumentals. And they're doing it off the top of their head, which is crazy. So we're going to have a chat with them afterwards. So guys, if you're ready there at stage, we're going to go back to you. And we'll talk to you in a few. What a performance there by the guys. I'm going to ask Eddie, you, and Craig to come and join us there as quick as they can. I don't know how to even to explain it to people who are watching us online. If you are watching us online on the LIT YouTube page, hello and welcome to the stream. If you are watching it afterwards, well, then you missed some good fun. Right, guys, sit on the hot seats. Don't hit your heads off the microphones. No pressure. You nervous about a microphone and about an interview? No, not nervous about anything. Right, if you sit right back so the microphones can pick you up, it's like sitting back into like a little bit of a sauna. Right, you don't actually have a band name. No.
No, not yet.
What's the story with this?
I don't know.
It's just
we were debating.
No good ones like.
We were debating whether or not to pick a name. We were pretty indecisive, and that's how it ended up being Eddie, Craig, and him and Poster, which is a bit.
we went through a few names now, but like.
Were they really
I
that bad?
think they were appropriate.
Ones you can't say on TV or radio, isn't it?
Yeah, I
That's
don't think so.
Fair enough. Right. We actually came across you guys when you were busking on the street. One of the video and sound students seen you, and you do a lot of busking on the streets. Is it by the milk market or is it anywhere?
Limerick, really, just wherever we happen
Whenever
to
you can, really.
Like, how do you describe what you've done on stage there? Like, I know earlier off air you were saying it's something like tribal.
Yeah.
So is it a bit of a tribal mixture with just banging a load of instruments, or
It's kind of just a mess, really.
a mess?
A mess that's
It's an organised
messy.
mess.
Like if Simon Cowell walked in here, you wouldn't say, "Well, here my act is a mess." How would you explain it to him?
It's kind of
improvisation.
Improvised percussion with like mad polyrhythms and sexual energy.
Okay, I'll take that. And what got you into doing this?
I don't know.
we were
Them
We
two
we all
started.
go to music school. They're Represent Music. So we've been playing with them for a few years. That's how like we know each other.
Okay, and is,
We always just end up like jamming anyway. So like if we weren't like out busking, we'd just be jamming. So,
Yeah.
so we just
Playing
decided
anywhere we can.
take to the streets.
Yeah, that's it.
okay, understand. And what's the feedback like on the streets?
Mostly good.
There's the odd person who's
Yeah.
not in
True,
favour
man.
of the noise, like. But,
You always have that one
that's right.
person.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. Like loads of people like it. They kind of like the
Yeah.
atmosphere we get going and stuff. So.
Any funny stories from being on the streets? You told me you had one earlier.
Yeah, well, there's
True,
there's this guy in the market. We
We always play across the ring,
Yeah.
and he's not impressed.
No, he's not in
Yeah.
favour.
There's always one.
He
He
calls
tried
us
to
the
take us come around,
disgrace.
it's like we're bringing in an audience for his drills. So
Okay.
But he sells drills second hand in the market.
yeah, second hand.
We kind of just don't pay any attention to him. But he's a funny guy. Like
Well, if he's watching us here at NIT today, I'm sure you've a big hello and a big wave from here anyway.
True man.
What's the hopes for the future as a band? Maybe one might be to get a name, but after that, would it be maybe to record something? I know a lot of bands have singers, but you're one of these different ones who doesn't have a singer. But you
Yeah.
can still go ahead and have a band and release
Could
music.
have dad like vocal.
You could, yeah,
But
mixed up a tiny bit.
Like,
We're kind
But
of thinking YouTube or maybe start a channel.
Okay.
If we come up with a name, actually.
So you haven't anything on YouTube or Facebook at the minute, do you?
we've
Not
a few
really.
like
Yeah,
videos
few.
that were just recorded on the phone.
Just recorded on
Facebook.
Facebook and they're up like.
Okay, and
So-
so if anybody's watching this here today, how can they find out any of your videos that you're saying are on Facebook? How do they find them? What do they search?
Literally our pages. Like, but
So Eddie.
Eddie Halliwell, Hugh Cleary Ward,
Cleary
and Craig Ryan.
So maybe in the next few years we might see those
Or, like,
names.
it'd be better now to see us live down Milk Market, 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturdays, in the rain.
Is that every Saturday?
Most
when we feel
Saturdays.
like
almost
it,
every
yeah.
Saturday.
Well, at least you're getting up early to
We
do
try
something.
to
Yeah,
get
jeez.
it in like every week. Like, but
The weather now, you can't really book anything here in Ireland. in
Last
general.
Saturday was very bad.
Guys, thank you so much for coming in on behalf of Video and Sound. It's been great having you as guests. It's been something different as music because it's so cool. We're not used to seeing people just going up. I don't even know what to describe. What was the instruments there on the ground that you're belting? Which one are you
there's
playing
a-
that?
a few jeans,
and-
pots.
Like, are you just robbing your mother's cupboard or like?
No,
We literally went out to
literally went
Deal's
to
and bought a few
Deal's.
pots. So we were like,
Bought
oh,
pots.
ton of this.
Thanks to Deals there for supplying instruments as well. Thanks so much, guys. What we're going to do here for the live sound lounge, we're going to go back to some more live music. I think the guys are all ready to set up. Next act we have lined up here is Mark and Nathan. They're a two-piece. They're brilliant, we're going to say, and video and sound students as well. And in the next few minutes, we're going to be talking to Bart, who's going to be showing us a little mini workshop. So we're going to go straight to stage.
Shiny and contoured railway wire. heard this sound from my cousin's bed. The hiss of the train at the railway head. Oh, is the sun that's all slipping away? 6-ton angel falls to the earth. Pile of old meadow, radiant blood. Scars in the country, summer and her. Always the sun is all slipping away. Find me a way of making them stay. When the engine passes, I'm kissing you wide. The hissing subsides, I'm in love. When evening reaches here, you're tying me up. I'm dying with love, it's okay. And always the summer's slipping away. And always the summer's slipping away. And always the summer's slipping away. And always the summer's slipping away.
Thanks so much to the guys there, Mark and Nathan, on stage. We're going to come back to them in a few minutes. We're going to have a chat with them after we have a chat with Bart. Bart, welcome to the hot seat.
How you doing?
We're going to do this the old-fashioned way and use a microphone back and forth. No harm in that. Right. I am no genius when it comes to any of these. To me, this looks like a fun machine that I can press loads of buttons, but it's a lot more than that.
It's a fun machine that you can press a lot of buttons.
Okay,
It's
so I'm
actually
close
called
enough.
machine.
Okay. So this is Ableton, am I right?
No, this is machine.
Oh, machine, sorry. Okay. And what do you do in this for us people who are not geniuses in the music world?
Machine is a music production software. I use it like a sketch pad. If you got a few minutes to sit down and come up with a nice loop, put a groove together, it works. It's really intuitive for that. So it's nice to get some good ideas going, get the juices.
Okay. So you need a lot of inspiration when it comes to things like this. Is it just random looking out the window, there's a bird flying, oh, press a button?
I guess you just kind of stick your head under the hood there and see what happens.
Okay, pretty cool. This week, as part of Music Week, you are actually doing a full-on demonstration, I think it's a Thursday?
That's on Thursday, yeah, with Ableton.
Okay, that's at Ableton. So you're going to show us a little bit of things here with Machine. What are you going to show us?
I'm just going to jam with it for a few minutes and we see what we end up with.
Okay, go with it. I'll follow you, yeah.
Okay. So I put a beat in here earlier. You can turn off the click.
Okay, what we're going to do is turn the laptop just a tiny bit so people can see what we're doing at home. Hopefully that's okay.
I'm just going to play around. I have some sounds lined up here. So we're going to play around with the bass sound, see if we can get a bass line going. Okay, so I like that. So I'm going to record it.
Weirdly cool, yeah.
I'm just going to double the length of this pattern. We'll go with that.
So what's the difference between Machine then and Ableton? I put you on the spot.
Ableton is probably more comprehensive, and Ableton's called Ableton Live, and it's
Okay.
called Ableton Live for a reason. For use in live situations, it really excels. But if you're sitting at home and playing around and want to come up with ideas, Machine is a great sketch pad. to
And
come
for
up
a
with
student now, would that be expensive to buy?
I think you're looking at about €300, so you get the software and the controller.
Okay. So that would mean a few saving up after a few rag weeks, yeah?
Or maybe just don't do rag week.
What? So like, gee, you can't do things like that. So, okay, this is sounding pretty cool to us. We're running a little bit short in time, so if you want to mix one or two more things in with that.
So we'll add a pad.
So for anybody that's tuned in from home, like watching us here, we're doing a little demonstration with this little beatbox. It's made by Machine. He's mixing it here. I don't know if you can see the laptop, mixing it on the laptop. You can see just loads of patterns, loads of colours. I'm just amused by all the colours. And then you have loads of like different things wrote on your machine here. It's like octave, minus, plus, the copies. So if I press any of those random buttons, it's not going to blow up, right, is it?
No.
Can I press like... I don't know what I'm doing here, but at least it's a bit of fun, like.
And I really like this function.
Okay, do something crazy here before we finish up.
So we can go with that.
And you can record all that into your laptop then, and off you go, sell it, be a billionaire.
There you go.
There you go. All right, Bart, thank you so much for coming up on the spot with things like that. It's not too easy. I know you're going to be doing Ableton Live, as you said. It's going to be totally different on Thursday. What time is that taking place at?
That's 11 to 1.
Okay, so everybody that wants to check that out for Music Week, they can, of course. Right, thank you so much. Oh, it just stops just like that. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to get up for a second because I'm going to tell you what else is going to be happening for Music Week here. As I said, there is lunchtime sessions. Do check them out on Facebook. They are there, LIT Music Festival. There's also more things on the Twitter. You can check them out, Music Festival as well. Check out Video and Sound on Twitter as well. We have all the updates as to what we're doing this week. There's going to be lunchtime gigs. There's going to be some live music. You're going to see acts like Mark and Nathan performing, and there's also going to be some bands called Light of Day. They're going to be there as well. They're from Galway, a 4-piece who's just after releasing their new EP. What we're going to do now, we're going to go to the hot seats, back to hot seats, and we're going to talk to Mark and Nathan, who were just on stage there a few moments ago. So guys, join me in the hot seats. It's so quiet around here. A little bit of clapping hands wouldn't go astray. It's okay, guys. I'm listening to you. Okay. Welcome to Hot Seat. Mark and Nathan, you're like the guys beforehand. That's the band name.
Yeah, it's very uninventive. It's kind of rubbish, isn't it?
You said it, not me.
It's really rubbish. It's just our names, really.
Okay, but there's kind of a story behind it because you're actually not together too long.
No, well, we started going out about 2 months ago. And
So it's understandable.
it's been moving pretty quick. We've already decided what we're going to call our child.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Bit
No,
strange,
I
yeah.
don't know, like,
Not strange about gay marriage.
like we said we'd help out a friend for who's in music tech who's doing like a kind of an act management thing.
Okay.
Like we have played music together quite a bit in the past, so we're not too new. To
You're not
each other,
strangers to it.
Yeah,
no, we're not
exactly.
strangers at all.
But in the sense, well, we've actually been in 1 or 2 bands in the past.
Yeah,
but
we've been in multiple bands together when we were kids and
all
stuff.
disasters, horrible
Yeah.
failures. It's
None of
never
them
worked again.
have succeeded thus
But,
far.
But it's only a work in progress at the minute.
Ah,
Is this going to continue afterwards? I know you're saying Robbie is your manager there. Are you going to continue doing something
No, we're
afterwards?
firing Robbie the second.
he's done.
the
Is
Is he
second
here
it's
now,
over.
is he?
He's not here.
No, okay, so he's going to be
great
watching
manager.
us online. He's going to be crucifying both of us. But are you going to continue doing something with the band? You're going to come up with a band name, maybe release something, go into studio. You are here in LIT, some of the best studios
well-
around. Like,
Well, the thing is, like, myself and Mark make music individually
Yeah.
anyway, and we're all doing, both of us do a lot of different things musically outside of this anyway.
okay.
So, yeah, they'll be continuing anyway, but they were there before this anyway, so.
Like I would like some experience in actually working in a studio. Like I'd always, I'd
Hint,
probably,
hint, plug there now yourself.
yeah.
hit me up as. No, like, I would like to work in, just get like an actual live recording, because normally what I do is quite electronic and it's all done within the realms of like my laptop and that. But it's,
Okay,
like,
so you
it's
like to do a bit of
definitely
mixing
an
on
option. Yeah,
a
yeah,
laptop.
it's definitely an option.
It's not an easy thing to do, as you've seen there. Bart was doing some mixing with his machine, as you call it. It's a cool name because it's just actually a main machine. But would it be more into that you're doing, or would you prefer more the acoustic singing and mixing, that type of things?
Well, when I first got into playing music, I was always like acoustic and singing, that kind of thing. In the last year or so, I've gotten, like, around the time starting the course and that, I've gotten quite into the production side of it and just like actually making electronic music and kind of producing it all from the ground up, So I kind of, I can appreciate both, but I know it's a bit more exciting at the moment because I'm able to, because they're on your own, I'm able to like make quite a professional sounding, package with one person. Whereas if you're one person on the guitar, you can kind of struggle a bit. In that
So
regard.
maybe in the next few years we're going to either see you as a band or maybe doing something electronically and releasing that.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm studying video and sound.
You're very
so
confused.
I'm a very confused man. That's probably why I'm a musician. Like.
Most of them. You're going to insult a few of them there. You're still in video and sound. Is it first, second year?
Well, I'm in second year. He's in first year.
Okay, and then I'm in third year. It's like the stepping stones
Yeah,
here.
it's like
So you have a few years to go until you finish up. But we just want to say thank you very much for turning up. We're going to see you around LIT anyways for the next few years, hopefully. And best of luck with the band. If people do want to find you, though, you are on Facebook?
Yep.
We're on Facebook.
Under our respective names.
It's under American Nathan. We're going to improve the page tonight.
I'm going to look forward to the notification I get when it says Mark and Nathan have now changed their name to the new band name.
Nathan Lamar.
We're not.
Have you any music up there for people to check out, videos?
They said that they're uploading the video soon.
They?
The higher ups.
The labels.
Oh, sorry.
The higher ups.
The executives.
Yeah, we don't have control.
We
Over
don't
We're-
have much dealings with them. But
We're under tight time now with you because your management is only giving us so many minutes.
Yeah,
I'm only
they're-
joking, I'm only joking.
they're
But
terrible
you're
people.
going to perform a second song for us, aren't you?
Yep.
You're going to finish the show, so I'm going to let you finish up and get set up for the last few minutes. And you can go off you go. And I think we're going to finish up the show now in the next few minutes, right? On behalf of Video and Sound, I think I did forget to say that I'm Katie Hughes here presenting the show. We're going to kind of finish things up there. We want to thank our guests, Bart, and we want to thank our first act as well, which is you, Craig, and Eddie. They're all brilliant acts. Not forgetting Mark and Nathan. Not forgetting all the work that goes on behind the scenes. Tomas, Liam, and Philly back at bass, all the guys in here, and Dylan back at bass. And I'm not even going to name the people here in the studio because if I leave one person out, I'm going to be shot. And as well, big thanks to Uncle Pat over in Block 15 as well. Okay, that's it from Sound Lounge, our last episode as well. Don't forget to check out Music Week. Do check out their Facebook page, Music Week Music Festival. It's happening all this week. There's going to be lunchtime gigs, as I said, I can't plug it enough. Millennium gigs, and there's going to be John Balker is going to be here for live drumming this week as well, which is one to catch. From myself and all the videos down, thanks for watching. Back to the stage. Good luck.
Laughing all off in your face. What would you do? What if I fell to the floor? Couldn't tell this anymore. What would you do? Cold rain. I try to be so